Let me start by explaining what I mean by all this. Yeah, this is an experiential program, meaning in these 2 days of the power of me, there will be no PowerPoint slides, there will be no how-tos. This is a program where we have exercises, activities, reflection sessions for you to self-realize. It is a self-realization program because where we come from is that we know that everyone, or rather I believe that deep down inside, all of us, we want to live the best life. We want to express our full potential. We want to do things that make us proud of ourselves. But sometimes, as we're growing up, things get in the way and we tend to self-sabotage, or we tend to keep ourselves safe in our comfort zone and not really express and expand and grow ourselves. But how we can discover and find what would be meaningful to us, it's not when someone else calls it out or tells us what to do, but it's when we self-realize. And that's why in this program, I'm not going to be telling you what to do, how to live your life, how to bring out your potential, how to find your confidence and all that. But we have exercises, we have games, we have activities that are designed to trigger your own self-realization. Because when you see it for yourself, it then becomes relevant and meaningful for you. I know how to live my life. I have no idea how to live your life. And I firmly believe that only you know what is best for you. But what we'll do in the program is to guide you to see and to have greater clarity about what that best for you could be. So that's the self-realization part. And training, it is a training because when you start to become self-aware, you may want to start doing things in a different way. You may want to start doing things that you've never done before, things that are not normal to you. And you have a training so that you can practice and build those muscles rather than you pick up some new insight and you want to do something drastically different. You run out there and you think you can conquer the world, but you have not had enough opportunity to practice. You may actually crash and burn. So it is designed to let you self-reflect, increase your awareness, and have an opportunity to put it into practice so that when you leave after 2 days, you would be empowered, you would be equipped, you would be able to apply. Now, let me talk more about this self-realization, why it's so important. Have you all heard of the Iceberg Theory before? So the Iceberg Theory, psychologists say that the iceberg represents our consciousness or our mind. There is only 10% that we are conscious of, and there's 90% that is our subconscious. We are not aware of 90% of everything that is in our mind. And whatever that is in our mind has been put there from the time that we are born. From the time we are children, we are babies, we are picking up conditioning and programming from the world around us. And this is because our minds are programmed to equip us and to keep us safe. Our minds are programmed, are designed to keep us alive, to keep us safe from harm. That is how we have evolved from caveman days. The people who can look around and learn from past mistakes are the ones that tend to live longer and they reproduce, and that's how we have come to be. So imagine your mind is programmed to keep you safe, to keep you alive, and your mind picks up all kinds of programming from all around you when you are growing up. And because you are not able to be fully conscious of everything at one time, you're only conscious of the 10% that you immediately need. Everything else is pushed underneath and it goes into the 90% that we are unconscious of. Let me do a small experiment with you guys. I'd like you to be aware of your tongue. Are you aware of your tongue? I'm sure you're not even aware of your tongue until I called it out. And that's simply because our brain cannot contain so much information and we cannot be aware of so much information all at one time. So whatever we do not immediately need, it gets pushed down into the subconscious. Now, how this can be a way of self-sabotaging is that there may be times in your life when you have certain goals. So for example, let's just take the most common one. I want to be a billionaire, okay? So in your conscious mind, you're telling yourself, I want to be a billionaire. That's where I'm headed. And I want to work very hard. I'm going to do everything that I possibly can to reach that stage where I can be a billionaire. But if you're not aware, you may find that there is something in your subconscious that could be pulling you in the opposite direction. And those are the beliefs, conditioning, and programming that you may have picked up when you were young. For example, some people may have a belief that if I am rich, rich people are all very materialistic. Rich people have lost their values. They're only after money. And another belief is, for rich people, there will never be enough. If I have a big house, I want a bigger house. If I have a yacht, I want a jet plane. If I have a jet plane, I want 2 jet planes. I want a fleet of jet planes, one for every one of my relatives. There's no end. So maybe a belief that you have. Some people may have grown up with a belief that if I have money, all my relatives and friends are going to come and pester me. They're going to come and ask for handouts. They're going to expect me to help them out. And I don't want that kind of headache. Or to take it further, some people may have seen when they were young that whoever has money, it starts a fight. Family members start to fight over money. Or you may see people who have money are generally a bit more callous or cruel than those who don't. Whatever it is. But the thing is, you may have picked up a whole lot of beliefs that are actually pulling you in the opposite direction. So your conscious mind says, I want to be successful, I want to be prosperous, I want to be rich, and you may be working your guts out, working really hard to get it. But you may not even know that deep down inside, there's a part of you that resists it, that does not want it. So that's why you get conflicted. So what the program aims to do, when I say self-realization program, the activities are designed to kind of like bring down this water level so that you can take a look. And when you take a look and you realize that, those are my beliefs, you can then make a choice whether the beliefs serve you and you want to reinforce that, or you may realize that the belief does not serve you. What you can achieve when you're able to realize that you have certain beliefs that are limiting you and blocking you, and you're able to move past that. And this is one of the reasons why I am so passionate about this program, because I have seen the impact that it has had on my life. And there are many, many stories I can tell you about how I have grown, how I have learned from these lessons, and how I'm still learning so much from these lessons. It's like a lifetime of learning. You won't be done in 2 days, but you will get enough to start your process of self-mastery. The more you're able to realize what is driving you, the more you're able to achieve self-mastery. So in a nutshell, this is what the program is about: lowering the water level so that you can be more aware of what are the beliefs that you have, beliefs that may be limiting you. A story that I always like to tell people, a more lighthearted story, is that imagine a baby that has just learned how to crawl, and the baby is crawling all around the house. And when the baby finds a colorful bug, what do you think the baby will do? It will go inside the mouth. And then it will taste terrible. And then the baby will form a belief that don't eat bugs, they taste yucky. And the rest of the baby's life, even when the child grows up to become a teenager, and when the child grows up, be an adult, goes out to work, you'll always form the belief that, okay, I'm not going to eat bugs. I will eat goreng pisang, I'll eat fried chicken, I'll eat ice cream, anything but not bugs. And then one day you go to Bangkok and you see on the streets, they're selling deep fried grasshoppers. And you're like, what? No! And you see that people are actually enjoying it. Your friends are enjoying it. But if you have that belief that no, it's going to taste nasty, you're going to stop yourself from enjoying what other people are enjoying. Now, this is just a very simple story, simple analogy, but imagine that being applied to your life. Where in your life do you stop yourself from going after the things that other people are enjoying? Where in your life do you feel that I can be more, I can do more, I want to do more? But there's that little voice inside you saying that, nah, maybe for other people, but not for me. Now, This is what I mean when I say that we believe no one else knows how to live your life except you. No one else can push you to make these kind of important decisions except you. But you can use this program as a mechanism to help you get clear so that you can see what some of these issues are, and then you can then make a choice whether to move past it or not. Now, I say you can make a choice because all the beliefs that we have that are stored in here, all the beliefs that your mind has collected, a lot of them are good. It has kept you safe. It has kept you alive. You know, I think we all have a belief that if we were to put on a blindfold and run across a highway, we're going to die. And that's a belief that I'm sure all of you can agree, that is a belief that keeps us safe. And you may have many other beliefs that are serving you. One of my beliefs is that when I work hard, I'll be successful. There is no shortcut to working to success. And that's a belief that has worked for me, has brought me to where I am. Another belief that I have is I can learn. I may not be the most intelligent, but I can learn. And that has allowed me to create things that no one else has dreamt of. So it is not so easy for us to stop and be aware of these beliefs in our natural life, because everyone, I'm sure you guys too, we're so busy. In your everyday life, it's just busy. And we don't have that luxury of time to really stop, shut out the world, and just spend that time with yourself to find out, where am I headed? Is this where I want to be? At this point in my life, at this age, is this where I want to be? Is there something more? Is my heart yearning for something? What is it? And what are the beliefs that I have that limit me? What are the beliefs that I have that empower me and make me strong? And what do I want to do with that? It's very difficult to find that kind of time and space to do this kind of reflection on your own. For me, I've tried many years. I used to do a lot of meditation and that kind of meditation retreats, but it was never as quick and effective as this kind of a program where the exercises are designed for me to see. And I can see. And that's what you would be experiencing too. It is a 2-day training on the 23rd of October, which is a Friday. The training is from 9 a.m. all the way until 10 p.m. And then on 24th, which is a Saturday, it is from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So some people will be like, oh my God, why so long? I'll be tired. Yes, it may be tiring, but you will find that time goes very fast because you're not sitting down listening to a lecture. There are exercises, there are activities, you're going to be moving around, you'll be talking, you'll be sharing, you'll be exploring, you'll be journaling, you'll be doing all kinds of things, and time will go very fast. So the reason why it is so long is that it is a journey, and you need to be present and plugged in for every single part of the journey. If we remove one part of the journey, it would be incomplete. You may trip and stumble, but it's designed to take you from beginning to the end. This is the journey. It starts off your self-reflection. At the end of this, you will have that heightened awareness about, oh, this is who I am. These are my core values. This is what's important to me. These are my goals. This is what I want to do. And then you would have follow-up, 1 month or 30 days. 30 days follow-up so that you can put it into practice. You're not only left with the awareness, but you'll be guided to start applying that and start producing results, tangible results in your life. How it's going to work in the 2 days, you'll be working in small groups. Each small group will have one dedicated coach, and you will stay in the small group with that coach for the next 30 days. There'll be follow-up phone calls where you will get to check in. How are you applying it? How are you making progress? Are you stuck? Do you need a refresher? Are there certain roadblocks? You'd also be supporting the other group members so that you can really move together and progress, so that at the end of 30 days, you will not only just have the realizations and the awareness, but you'd also have some tangible results in your life. That's how we are so certain that transformation will happen.